Representative of Ireland, and I give the floor to the representative of China.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, China opposes the Security Council's holding of this open meeting as requested by the United States. The permanent representative of the U.S. to the UN, in her letter to the President of the Council dated January 27th, claimed that the reason why the U.S. is asking the Council to hold this open meeting was that Russia's deployment of troops along the Ukrainian border posed a threat to international peace and security. China cannot align itself with this point of view. Recently, there have indeed been some tensions over the issue of Ukraine, and we are paying attention to what exactly are causing the tensions. Some countries, led by the United States, have claimed that there will soon be a war in Ukraine. Russia has repeatedly stated that it has no plans to launch any military action, and Ukraine has made it clear that it does not need a war. Under such circumstances, what is the basis for the countries concerned to insist that there may be a war? We note that the United States, Ukraine, and the relevant European countries, as well as NATO, are having varying forms of diplomatic contacts with Russia. The parties concerned should persist in seeking to resolve their differences through dialogues and negotiations. What we urgently need now is quiet diplomacy, but not microphone diplomacy. This is the viewpoint held by many members of the Council who have also made unrelenting efforts towards this end. Regrettably, the U.S. did not accept such a constructive proposal. At a time when dialogues and negotiations are underway and concrete progress is yet to be made, the holding of such an open meeting by the Council is clearly not conducive to creating a favorable environment for dialogues and negotiations, nor is it conducive to diffusing the tension. China once again calls on all parties concerned to remain calm, not to do anything to aggravate tension or hype up the crisis, but to properly resolve their differences through consultations on an equal footing on the basis of fully taking into account each other's legitimate security concerns and on the basis of mutual respect. Madam President, China's position on Ukraine is consistent. To solve this issue, we still need to return to the origin of implementing the new Minsk Agreement. This agreement, endorsed by the Security Council in its Resolution 2202, is a binding, foundational political document recognized by all parties and should really be effectively implemented. China supports all efforts in line with this direction and spirit of this agreement and hopes that all parties concerned will show their positive willingness to implement this new Minsk Agreement, resolve their differences arising from the implementation of the agreement through consultation, and promote the actual implementation of this new Minsk Agreement. The expansion of NATO is a problem difficult to circumvent in handling the current tension. NATO is the product of the Cold War, and NATO expansion epitomizes group politics. We believe that the security of one country cannot be achieved at the expense of the security of other countries. Still less can regional security be guaranteed by intensifying or even expanding military groups. Today, in the 21st century, all parties should completely abandon the Cold War mentality and come up with a balanced, effective, and sustainable European security mechanism through negotiations. And Russia's legitimate security concerns should be heeded and addressed. I thank you, Madam President.
I thank the representative